Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we are back baby with another banging video. In this video, we're gonna talk about the internet gushing over Madame Kris Jenner's new youthful look. In the face honey, in the face, because we know there's only one man that can grant true youthful miracle, and that is God. But we're not going to disrespect our scientists, neither are we going to disrespect some of our plastic surgeons. Some of them deserves to be disrespected because they do these hideous things to people at their request, which is so extremely unethical in my opinion. But let's talk about Madame Kris Jenner, shall we? Because Kris Jenner has a new plastic surgeon, honey, and many people are saying her youthful look is just top tier, and she is in the lines of Lindsay Lohan and Christina Aguilera. People want to know who did the plastic surgery of these three. And I must agree, Kris Jenner's plastic surgery, it looks good, it looks youthful, but the body does not match. And I'm gonna keep it real. Even if you think I'm being shady, so what? The body really doesn't match, because while the face looks youthful, the body is not given youthful. The walk is not given youthful. So what's the sense of having a youthful face and the body does not match? For beautiful photographs, at the end of the day, it kind of gives necromancy, and I think this is where we draw the line between witchcraft, because I think it is witchcraft for someone to have such a youthful face and the body is not aligning. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. It is Kris Jenner's money. It is her body. It is her choice. And I believe that if she wants to look like she's 20 years old in the face, while the body is given a 70-year-old woman, I think that it is her money and she has the right to look however she wants to. But what kind of makes this kind of like, a bit disgusting? Do you know how oftentimes people would use AI and praise that artificial intelligence is taking over, and you cannot replace fake with authenticity, as though you want these fakeness to be the new beauty standards, while we have someone like a Salma Hayek who is promoting her dark circles. I came across a clip of her on TikTok, and she's saying that she has dark circles and she embraces them because she no longer has need for those dark eyeshadow, because nature is now giving it to her naturally.
Now this is natural darkness in my eyes. I kind of like it. It was not like that when I was younger, but I don't try to even it out too much. I mean, I let it be, I kind of like it. It's like natural eyeshadow that the years have gifted.
And I think that when a woman embraces her natural beauty and her natural body like that, those are the things that should be going viral and be talked about, promoted and appreciated. Now, make no mistakes, I'm not saying that Kris Jenner should not be going viral for her youthful look, because it also does display how far we have come as it relates to science, technology, and plastic surgery, because I do believe that plastic surgery is important. I do believe it's vital to a lot of people, because as you guys know, oftentimes people are born with birth defects, and not just birth defects. There are people who have been in serious accidents, and their faces have been completely ruined, destroyed, disfigured, and it takes a really damn good plastic surgeon to give them back what they used to have, or to bring them as close as possible to what they initially had. So I'm not going to dismiss plastic surgery. I'm not going to dismiss Kris Jenner celebrating her youthfulness. I'm not going to completely dismiss the internet celebrating Kris Jenner looking beautiful from plastic surgery. But we should always remember that while we're promoting and celebrating these unrealistic, or should we call it, surgical beauty standards because it's not unrealistic if it can be achieved. If we're speaking from a logical perspective, I don't know why we call it unrealistic, but it's so real. It's right in front of us. We can see it. It happens, and it can be replicated and duplicated. So, if we can promote these surgical procedures and these plastic surgery standards, let them not be our focal point. Let them not be at the forefront and center of everything, because at the end of the day, there's so many women and kids who are struggling to accept themselves. And a lot of people believe that these things are the norm when they are not. Let's have some balance. Let's promote someone like a Selma Hayek, who is promoting the fact that, hey, with aging comes like dark circles, and it is a beautiful thing, because if you look at it and you really do look at what Salma Hayek was saying, you see the beauty in what she's saying, and woman needs more presence of beauty, natural beauty, acceptance. And I think that this will help to stomp out some of the things that are being pushed upon us. We believe that we should have 101 thing in our cosmetic bag when they're all just a version of the same thing. Like these cosmetic industry, these beauty industry, they have been so successful into brainwashing us and tricking us into believing that a lot of these things are doing things for us that they're not doing. But some of them, they do in fact work. But at the end of the day, I believe that there needs to be a balance in the beauty community. And when people like Kris Jenner, does something like a plastic surgery that looks youthful, while we can commend her to say, yeah, that really looks good on Kris Jenner, we need to pull back the layers and acknowledge that the face doesn't match the body. And it's not something that should be, the entire focal point. Now, Kris Jenner is not the one who is directly doing this, but, people are. So I'm not bashing her, but she is aware of what she's doing. She's very much conscious of it. Do I expect better from Kris Jenner? Absolutely not, because that is what the entire Kardashian brand is centered around. And this is how they get their come up. This is how they keep their relevance. And this is how they make their money. And you know how they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. So I'm not hating on her. I just hate the fact how oftentimes we allow these things to just swallow us up and just mislead and guide us. Always remember to strike a balance and seek the balance wherever we can. And while we're promoting someone like a Kris Jenner, let's remember the woman like a Selma Hayek, okay? Just saying. But anywho, guys, just wanted to come out here and add my 2 cents to the entire saga. Let me know what's your take. Do all you need to do on this video. If you like this video and would like to see more videos like these, you know what to do. Comment, interact, like, share. Peace.